Let's get ready, say, go. Let's go. Rainbows in the sky, let's fly away like a bird. You're free to see the boundless face of the earth. Let the wind blow you like a knife and glide away. Far beyond the clouds, you'll find another place. If the road ahead seems so cold and gray, turns today, don't you be afraid, go and fly away. Chala, hey chala, no time to hesitate, go on and search the earth, within it lies a magic surprise. Oh, chala, hey chala, don't be afraid, you got the power to get through the darkest nights. Chala! Zooming round and round in the sky like a coaster. Hold on tight, or you may find yourself trapped in a maze. When that happens, you may think you will never find your way. As the past, you may take seem all the same. If the road ahead should lead you so cold and gray, when night never turns to day, don't you be afraid, go and fly away. Chala, hey chala, no time to hesitate, go on and search the earth, within it lies a magic surprise. Oh, chala, hey chala, be cool, don't be afraid, you got the power to get you through the darkest night. Hey chala, no time to hesitate, go on and search the earth, within it is a magic surprise. Oh, chala, hey chala, be cool, don't be afraid, you got the power to get you through the darkest nights. Chala.
It's a new era here, and it's proud to present ELW proudly presents Monday Night KliqBait Wrestling. Big ups, ladies and gentlemen. This be your boy Smith, alongside the other half of the ELW World Tag Team Champions, Mattitude 22. What's going on, champ?
Chillin', just coming off a huge Royal Rumble, you know.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about, man. We had the Royal Rumble, the whole Vince McMahon situation, and of course it's live because it is Monday night, and we will be here talking about Raw, Batman, so much more. We got a lot to talk about here, man. Raw just started. We're going through the highlights of this past Royal Rumble, so I guess we could kind of start with that. We here tonight. That's right. The Thick Boys are here for Monday night KliqBait Wrestling. This will be our new night, ladies and gentlemen. So watching Raw, make sure you got a second screen so you can watch Monday Night KliqBait Wrestling.
Yeah. We'll all watch. We'll all watch Monday Night Raw together, be it good or bad, because it's kind of 50-50.
Yeah, it is definitely 50-50. But we're here. Also, we got the tier. We have a little tier list for everyone, so we're gonna have some fun tonight. But like I said, we'll jump right into the Royal Rumble. I liked the Royal Rumble, but if I had one thing is like we only had like 4 matches.
Yeah.
Like I get it now. We have the
Yeah.
men's and women's Rumble, but it's just like I feel like with this kind of event, there should be more matches than just 2. And on top of that, like why did the champion go before the United States Championship match? That made no sense.
Yeah, that was really kind of surprising because I thought for sure like, okay, we're gonna start with the Rumble, and we'll do the U.S. title and the WWE title, then we'll end with a Rumble. So yeah, it was kind of weird that they did the WWE title. I guess maybe I guess maybe did they do it so like Roman would have time to like shower and get dressed so that he could kind of be in that skybox for
That probably what it was more
for
than
the end?
likely. Like give him time to just kind of change up or whatever, and then yeah, that's probably what it was. Oh well, we start off Monday
Yeah, I
Night
think
Raw with the Pat McAfee, who also made his return to the Royal Rumble and
yeah.
commentating, and as a surprise entry, I like to call the wasted entry.
Yeah, like he was like he was like the comedy spot, you know?
Yeah,
He
but
was
again,
kind of
just
like
to
he
me,
was
like
kind of
stuff
like the
like that
comedy
is like
spot.
I just don't like wasted entries.
Me neither. Me neither. I don't like it either because there's a lot of people that weren't in the Rumble. There was a lot of people that weren't in the Rumble that could have been, and when you take up a spot where it's just something for comedy and the guy's not gonna get physical or make any kind of effort whatsoever, this is kind of like, well, we could have, like, Chad Gable could have been in the Rumble, or like Johnny Gargano could have been in the Rumble. Like, there's lots of people that could have
All right, well, they
had that
just
spot, and then
I don't mean to cut you off, but they just made the announcement that Pat McAfee and Cole will be now the team for Monday Night Raw. So Pat
okay,
and
they
Cole are
work
back.
well together.
They do.
You know,
Oh,
they
and
they
we got
work they
CM
work well
Punk.
together.
Okay, see. I wanted to talk about the Rumble, but there's also the
Oof.
talk of CM Punk out, gonna be injured with a tricep. But I don't know if this is a work or shoot because he's about to come out now,
Oof.
and he is in a sling. Which this doesn't
Yeah, I
bode
don't
well
know,
because
man.
Rollins also injured. It's just like, wow, man. Like literally your main events both on the shelf.
I feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like Punk didn't wrestle for so long, like for like 8 years or 7 years, whatever it was. He just wasn't wrestling, and now he's wrestling again, and it's almost like his body is saying like, "Nah, fam, we don't do this anymore." Because it seems like the guy, like, he just can't stay healthy. Like, he just can't stay healthy. Like, since his return, this is his third injury that requires surgery in like what, 3 years?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate, man. It's really, really unfortunate, and especially like I like CM Punk a lot, so it kind of takes the wind out of your sails a little bit. Like WrestleMania just lost a little bit of its hype for me.
Well, I mean, let's see what happens, man. It is sucky
Yeah.
to hear, but
Yeah.
I feel like some of this is a work, though. I don't know, maybe that's just WWE hates Wade Barrett. But we had the women's Royal Rumble match started off, and the women's Rumble match was pretty good. We had some surprise entry making her
Mhm.
WWE Royal Rumble debut, the TNA Knockouts champion Jordan Grace. I was like that I wasn't ready for that. I was like, what? Jordan Grace?
Yeah.
Jordan Grace?
That was really like that was
What?
really out
And
of
on
left
top
field
of
because
that,
it was one thing
they
when
they pronounced
it was
who
one
she
thing when
was in the
Mickey James
title.
came in, but
They pronounced the title
yeah,
correctly. The TNA Knockouts
yeah,
champion. I was like, what?
yeah,
What? We put
they
we put
actually
respect
called
on
her
the
the
name?
Knockouts champion. And like she had that moment with Naomi, and they didn't go heavy into detail, but they did kind of acknowledge that they did acknowledge that there was a history there, you know?
Yeah, because also Naomi made her return to WWE. She just got done with her
Yeah,
stint. Like literally that Thursday, the taped episode of Impact was a rematch with Trinity, Naomi, and Jordan Grace for the TNA Knockouts Championship.
yeah,
And then she shows up at the Rumble. Literally, if you was to think that was live, like days later, she shows up they both show up at the Rumble. And yeah, they did acknowledge that yes, she was a former TNA champion. Jordan Grace beat Naomi for the championship, so they acknowledge that yes, Naomi is a former TNA champion. So all of that was just like, what? 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 We don't do this. We don't put shine on others that we didn't create. And on top of that, they made Jordan Grace look really fucking strong. They made her look like a fucking $1,000,000. Like she didn't go out like no punk. She ain't like they treated her like a creditable threat, like a big deal. All the way down to the commentary. Like they made Jordan like if that was a coming out party, then like yeah, if you didn't know who Jordan Grace was, now you do. But she don't work. But she don't go to this school. She just visiting. She just visiting.
yeah. Like it was like almost it was like they actually treated her like a
They
not
treated her
just
like
like
a
a
big
champion,
deal.
but
They treated her like a big
they
deal.
treated her like a big deal. Like they didn't at no point did they try to like make you feel like, hey everybody, just so you know, like she doesn't work here, so she's lesser. Like at no point did she feel like she was lesser than anybody else, which for a long time that's sort of what WWE would have you believe about non WWE wrestlers. So yeah, like I think they not just Jordan Grace herself, but TNA, like they actually called her the Knockouts champion this time.
Yeah, like they acknowledge that that's the name. That's the Knockouts champion. There wasn't no Impact Women's champion. Like no, it's the TNA Knockouts champion.
Yeah,
And like I said, and on top of that, like I said, Jordan's performance in there was good. Like like I said, she held her own. She proved she dominant. Like she like Pat McAfee called it. Like TNA got a weapon in Jordan Grace, and it's like, yeah, put her over, son.
yeah,
Put her fucking over.
yeah.
Like she did a couple high spots. She got her shit in. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, man, they fucking really like I liked seeing shit like that. They made her look like like what I say. You want people to believe you're a star. You got to be treated like a star. That was a treatment right there. You got. And her name is Jordan Grace. Like I said, for WWE fans who don't watch TNA, they don't know who Jordan Grace is. They do now. Cause like I said, and the extra on that is one of your top people had to take her out. She ain't get yeeted by some jobber. She ain't get dumped out by
Yeah.
nobody. She had to get dumped out by one of the big dogs, Bianca. Cause she was out there doing power shit on everybody too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
that type
Like
of shit that like it gives her that credibility. Like she's so good, it's for her to get taken out. It would have had to be a top guy, and Bianca's she's always pretty much on the top. And did the finisher on the motherfucking apron. Like I said, we had to go hard. Like it's that thing of yes, you even though she's out of it, like look what you had to do to get her out.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
what you had to
It
do to
was
get
everything.
because
It
she
was
was
perfect.
that dominant. Like look what you had to do to get her out because she was up in here wrecking shop.
Like you said, like even in her elimination, like she didn't like she didn't just get quickly eliminated by like Maxine Dupree. Like you said, she got taken out by a top competitor. Like yeah, they really treated her like a champion, and like big ups to WWE for that.
Yeah, you know what I'm
In a
saying.
in a different
She
era,
she she,
we
she
in a
lasted.
different
She like I
era we
said,
wouldn't
she
see
was in
something
there
like
for a
that.
good couple minutes. She was in there for a while. She was in there for a while, and then like I said,
And she came out to her TNA music. Like they didn't give her some crappy like just generic theme. Like she came out to her
bro, when I
TNA
heard it
music.
at first,
Like
I was like Steiner, and then I was like, wait, women, and I was like Jordan. Wait a minute, because I was like, what?
yeah,
I was like, wait a minute. She just came out with the title on. I was like, bro, that's the pop wasn't that much, but the ones who knew they popped.
yeah,
But like I said, but the important part is how she performed in that ring and the commentary. Like I said, commentary did nothing but put her over the whole time she was in
yeah,
that ring, and that was awesome.
yeah, yeah.
Then of
Like I
course
said, they're talking
Mickey
about
James
her.
got to chime in somewhere on social media like, hey, don't forget about me. I I crawled so everybody else could walk up in this bitch. Like, all right, Mickey, calm down.
Uh,
But you,
like yeah, like
but
it
true
was
that
cool.
though.
It
But
was
true that
cool when
though.
Mickey
But true.
James.
I mean, she's not wrong.
It's not. She's not wrong. I think it's just the significance of Jordan Grace is it's someone that's never been in WWE, right? Like
Yeah.
I think the understanding with the Mickey James thing was okay. Well, they need
She's
big
been here.
names for this
She's
battle royale.
established already from WWE. She went
Yeah,
somewhere else and established herself, and now she's just coming to pay a visit. Which yeah, is definitely a you know forbidden door if you want to call it or whatever. But like I said, yeah, Jordan's is a little different because Jordan's somebody that this audience is not familiar with. She ain't never done a stint
yeah,
here. She was never here for a cup of coffee. In fact, the only time Jordan Grace was ever seen on WWE program was like in a backstage segment as like one of those extra
mhm,
people. That's the only time Jordan Grace has ever been seen. But like I said, it's one of those things of blink and you missed it. Because, every wrestler at some point is window dressing in a WWE segment somewhere. Am I wrong?
yeah. No, you're not wrong.
So, like I said, but like I said, to the general audience, as far as her as a performer, yeah, they don't know who she is. So yes, this is a big deal. It's a very big deal.
And like it's a good it's great for TNA because TNA just relaunched. They got the rebranding. They're TNA again. For fans that don't watch anything outside of WWE, and they exist. Those people are out there. I know they're out there. Like this is potentially opening up like a
What's going on,
whole
Ian?
new
And,
door
oh yeah,
for
big
them.
ups, Gojira, if I didn't say that already today. So, yeah, thanks for joining us. Okay, so McIntyre's out here popping gums to CM Punk now.
The McIntyre thing makes me think that are we maybe being worked a little bit? I think we're getting worked.
I think it is too. That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah. We gotta be getting worked here, right? Yeah. I think we getting worked.
I think like he got a bit of an injury, and it's not as serious, but they gonna try to work it at an angle. So that's why I said he's got this whole McIntyre thing. I don't know, man. Well, like I said, like WWE's
Wait,
good for
wait.
these type of things, though.
I think I'm a little ahead of you. Wait and see what happens.
What, I'm up to Sami Zayn now.
Oh, okay, so then I'm not. Yeah, so okay, so yeah, so then yeah, you're where I am. Right, so I don't know. Now I'm kind of thinking it's a work because if he's actually injured, there's no way he's doing all this shit, right?
No, he be getting
Like I
ready.
gotta
He would
believe
he
if
the fact that he's even here and not doing the surgery already is like almost tells me like this is a work. Because if you're
I
sitting there
wonder
talking
if it's a
about, oh,
thing where
I'm gonna get to WrestleMania, how you gonna get to WrestleMania if you get
I,
surgery?
I I wonder if it's a thing where they don't maybe they don't want him going for the world title just yet. Maybe they're like switching direction and maybe gonna have him face Drew McIntyre, and maybe this is just a way to kind of take him out of the main
Well,
event
don't forget we
picture.
still got like
Maybe it's a
Elimination Chamber in Australia coming.
yeah. Because
So
I don't know. I could be wrong. Listen, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. If you tore your tricep, you're not throwing fucking forearms. Like, did you see how
yeah, I
well he
saw
was
that.
throwing those fucking forearms with the sling?
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know Gojira. Yeah, I don't know Gojira. Like, what do you think? What do you guys think in the chat? Like the fact that like yeah, like he's got physical like Drew McIntyre stomping on the injured arm. I sort of think we're not doing that. I sort of think we're not doing that if he's got a serious injury. Like last week on Raw when Seth came out with his knee in a sling, or he came out with his knee in a cast or a brace or whatever it was. Like Gunther wasn't kicking his leg and stomping on his leg, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not gonna claim I know anything about a torn tricep, but I'm sort of leaning in the direction of okay, are we kind of getting worked here? Like just the way he was throwing those forearms.
Yeah. And now we got the tag team title match coming up. But yeah, the women's rumble also. We got the debut of one Jade Cargill showing up. So like I
Yeah,
said, we the women's rumble had a lot popping off. You know.
it's I sort of do you, it sort of looked like Jade maybe got like a stinger or something because there was one spot where she got launched into the turnbuckle and there was like a big there was a big bang and then she was on the ground for a very long time. I wonder if she got like a bit of a stinger.
It's
But
possible.
either way, like kudos to her because either way she kind of got up and finished the match. And yeah, again, Jade, very impressive. Like, bro, like the way she just kind of heaved up Nia Jax and fucking just tossed her out like she was nothing.
Yeah, that was
Bro,
like I
like,
said. She looked good. She looked good out there. Like I said, you know what? I'll say it like this: like for the most part, there was a lot of females in that Rumble that were given time to just kind of look good. Even like I said, Nia
yeah,
Jax, Piper Nivens, um, who else? Like I said, of course, Bailey, who came out winning the
even
Rumble.
even Naomi was kind of the
Yeah,
Iron Woman of the match.
yeah, Naomi. What's the girl's name? Ivy Niles. Like I said, they was giving women out there the
Yeah.
time to just kind of look good, get over, kind of get their shit in. And like I said, it was a decent Rumble for the women. I'll say.
And I would agree, man. The maybe the one black spot was actually Maxine Dupree.
Yeah, like I said, for the most part, everybody else was
Yikes.
kind of doing their thing. She still just needs work. She needs work if she's trying to do
Eh,
this.
You know what? She kind of reminds me like a bit of like a Dana Brooke, where you can tell that she's trying her best. She's not very good yet, but you can tell that she's really trying her best. And I hope that she sort of does get better. I hope that she does get better, and I hope that she does improve. But yeah, the women's rumble I thought was great. Like you said, like a lot of the women got a good opportunity to shine. Like Jordan Grace was awesome. Like Jade was awesome. I don't care if it's too soon. I don't care what anybody says. I want fucking Jade to face Rhea at WrestleMania.
Also, we have to
That's
really talk
that's a
about
match
the
I want to see.
MVP of the Rumble, and of course, like I think of 2024 so far, and that's R-Truth.
Yeah.
When R-Truth came in during Valkyrie's entry, and he's like, "Where's the gas?
Yeah.
Where's the gas?" And it's like,
Yeah.
and
That
then
that,
shows back
that
up
was
to the men's
funny.
Rumble to get a hot tag.
Yeah.
My man is just like, yo, Truth, I can't with you, bro. Like, put just why don't give him the world title? Give him the world title.
Gojira, he's mentioning the limit timer. He says it was a great touch. I also would agree with that. I like that every once in a while the timer popped up to show you like, okay, like who's like the three people that have been in the longest time. I thought that was a nice touch. And
Yeah,
yeah, Gojira, like Valhalla just got that. She just got that spot, man. Somebody had to kind of get that our true spot. It just kind of ended up being her.
tough break for Sarah Logan. She always gets the raw end of this deal out of shit.
Yeah.
You hate to see it, but like I said, Truth is he's just too good.
Though, like the thing too of Valhalla, she's more. I'm not mad at it because she's more of a valet anyway. She wrestles very, very sporadically. Like she's not really she's not trying to win the women's world title, it doesn't seem like. Like she'll wrestle if the situation calls for her to wrestle. So I guess I'm okay with it, but no,
I
I thought
feel
the
like if
women's
they
rumble
made the
was a lot
Viking
of fun.
Raiders a more dominant team in a faction where it's like they got the tag titles and gave Valhalla more of a purpose to take the women's title, she could be. like I said, but you'd have
Yeah.
to take it more seriously, where it's like, we're on the, like, to plunder for gold and shit. You know what I'm saying? If you're Vikings, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you would think that that would be the premise of why they're here, other than just to cause chaos and mayhem.
Yeah.
Call me crazy, right? You know. By the way, Chad, how you like the new logo? This gonna be our new logo for now on. You'll see it on thumbnails and stuff. Cause yeah, we're now ELW affiliated. They sponsor the shows. Solid Steel Wrestling is no more. It folded in, but that's why you see the North American Thick Boys, the ELW World Tag Team Champions, right here.
The most dominant tag team champions.
Inaugural winners of the beautiful Bobby Cup. Come on now.
Dare I say, the hungriest tag team champions?
Always hungry. Stay hungry.
Stay hungry.
Stay hungry.
There you go.
Stay hungry.
I sort of hope we see a title change here.
You hoping DIY taking it?
I think I would like them to take it. I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing, like, Damian Priest. He's got to start. He's really got to start thinking about that briefcase, son. Like, He's really got to start thinking about that briefcase.
Yeah, I would
Because
agree with you.
his clock is ticking. Like, we're getting very close to Money in the Bank. Like, his clock is ticking. I think he's gotta kind of set his sights towards trying to cash in that briefcase. And right now, like, Seth is not on Raw. Seth is recovering from his own injury. So let's say if Seth doesn't come back for like until like next month, that means that at least for the entire month of February, you're not cashing in. So you gotta start thinking about that. You gotta think about that, and maybe, like, I wouldn't mind seeing Finn Balor maybe kind of start thinking about some singles gold again. Maybe try to get the Intercontinental title or something.
Yeah, I feel you. But then we had, after like I said, Bailey walked away, winning the Rumble. She's going to WrestleMania, so good for her.
Mm-hmm.
This is her first Rumble win. So now she's up there. She just another accolade to add to the rest of the list.
Yeah. Um, Gojira, I'm gonna do my best to try to apply. I'm gonna try to do my best to apply logic to this, and I'm gonna say that. Do you think the elimination counted because like Lashley went over the top rope when Cross was still in the match? Is that why it counts? I don't know. This is another one where it's like it's 50-50. Like, sometimes they count it, sometimes they don't. Like, it really kind of depends on what they feel like doing at the time. But my logic is that Lashley, like, if Cross would have went in the ring and threw Lashley out, you could make the argument that, yeah, like, it wouldn't have counted. But because Lashley was already over the top rope when Cross pulled him off, does it count? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to find some kind of logic here. I think the simplest answer is that's what they wanted storyline wise, so that's why it happened. But this is just my shallow attempt at trying to apply some logic.
And simple answer is don't ask questions. Just enjoy product.
Yeah.
But then after the women's rumble, we had the fatal four way for the title. I mean, it was a good match, but it really is kind of getting, what's going on, Alex? It's really getting kind of boring that, like, it's like every Roman Reigns match, Bloodline is coming in to fuck shit up.
Every time,
Every
every
time.
single match,
Every
every
single
single
match. It's
time,
like,
every single time.
what is this, early TNA Jeff Jarrett? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, it's sort of ridiculous. It's sort of ridiculous how much and even in a fatal four way, like even in a fatal four way, still having three challengers is not enough to counteract Jimmy and Solo.
You don't want Cody to beat Roman for the belt? I mean, look here. Yeah. I mean, I think it's time to let it go for real. Like, I
So
mean, how much?
somebody's got to beat him. Somebody's got to beat him at some point. I don't know. Somebody's got to take that title off of Roman because and it was funny too, like during the four-way I kind of had a good laugh because it's like Michael Cole even acknowledged it and he tried to play it off. Like he acknowledged the fans complaining that Roman doesn't like he said all the internet fans complaining that Roman doesn't defend the title all the time. Roman doesn't defend the title at every pay-per-view. Roman only defends the title at the big show. Michael Cole, he said that on commentary, and then he's like, you know what I say to that? Why don't you come and beat him for the title? Well, you know what I say to that, Michael? Fucking pay for my fucking plane ticket, motherfucker. That's what I say to that.
Pay for my
Fucking send me some travel. Bring you know listen man, you can't be telling the fans, you come beat Roman Reigns and then be detaining them when they jump the guardrail. You can't have it both ways. You can't.
That was funny.
Like
uh,
it's true. Like you can't
uh,
be you can't be telling the fans like you come fight Roman, you come fight Roman, and then people are jumping the barricade, security's detaining them, and they're getting beat up by the wrestlers.
um,
You can't be telling people that, Michael, because there's some people that will take that to heart. We know that people will take that to heart. Like you can't be telling people that. Yeah, I must admit, I thought that was kind of wild. I thought that was wild. But it's true though. It's true. The longer he has the title, the less sporadic his title reigns get.
yeah, so you could be champion for 3.5 years if you only defend it like 3 times out of the year or something.
Yeah. Gojira, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. He's saying, well, if you got a problem with it, you come beat Roman Reigns. Get me the contract, son. Draw up the contract. Draw up the contract. Send me the travel, and we'll make it happen.
Get in the
And
ring.
until then, yeah,
He say you gonna put me over, Roman. You gonna do the job. He like, yo, when I hit you,
it's
when I hit you with the
gonna.
pop off, son, you gonna lay down.
That's right, son. It'll be pop off 1, 2, 3, new champion.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come in with the sneak in, We gonna hit him with the spaghetti and friends.
Hmm.
And then they're like, yo, it's a wrap,
I don't know.
son.
I thought that was. I kind of thought that was wild. Like, I kind of thought that was wild. Like, I was like, what is he saying right now?
Like, what are you saying?
But yeah, so yeah, we the fatal four way. I thought it was okay. Like it was what it was. It was a fatal four way. It's pretty much what I expected. You know.
Yeah, but it was good. I mean, it was fine. Like I said, like I said, once Solo came in, that was about it. Like I said, I don't. I'll say it like this: it's typical how the match ends because Bloodline show up, but the finish was good.
Yeah.
The whole situation with like AJ getting caught up on the ring by LA Knight taking the Superman punch from Roman and then just eating that spear. Like, yeah, it was pretty good. Good
Yeah.
finish.
Uh. Yeah, I could definitely see that, Alex. I think I could definitely see Randy Randy feuding with Cody for sure. Like there's definitely some history
All
there.
right, this match going back and forth, but it looked like the Judgment. Oh, Razor's Edge, Cootie Grace, go for the cover. Judgment Day retain
That's
clean.
how hey, that's how it be. That's how it be sometimes.
All right, good match.
Mhm.
That was a good finish. Hit him with that Razor's Edge to the Cootie Grace.
Yeah.
The rest of the Judgment Day, they got the mics. We getting a talking segment after the match. Let's see what the Judgment Day.
I could maybe see them dropping the titles to Awesome Truth maybe at WrestleMania.
I mean, I don't know if they're gonna betray Bailey though. Oh shit! Here come the truth.
Um, maybe yeah, maybe it'll be the reverse. Maybe it'll be Bailey that'll just kind of turn on damage control.
Yo, when they do the fucking graphic with the Judgment Day, and the truth got the
Yeah, with
cloak.
that. It's funny. Truth is a national treasure. Truth has to be protected.
He said you're older than me. Oh, like you kind of calling it. Here come the Miz.
Hmm. Unfortunately, is not quite enough. It's still 4-on-2. Where's where's DIY? Can they get back in there?
They already got dragged to the back long time ago.
Uh, well, um,
I think this is a official. Like he we done with the Judgment Day gimmick on this one. I think.
yeah.
He just got his ass beat. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. See, now
this
they're
is why I feel like this is a work because we're still here. We're still here.
yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. Yeah, like I'm kind of starting to think too that maybe now we're kind of getting worked because they're playing it up so much like it's like a storyline. Like they're playing it
Yeah,
so
like if it
much.
was a real injury, he'd have just said his goodbyes and he'd have left and they'd have pushed on with story.
Yeah, like that's the thing, right? Like, as I don't think they would go to. I don't think they would do the whole McIntyre thing if he was gonna be out for 6 months. Like
Yeah,
he would
he'd be
say what he
gone.
had to say, and then he would just
Yeah, he'd
yeah
just be gone. He'd just be gone. Because if it was some real shit where he had to like do surgery and then the rehab and all that, like the same way when Cena tore his shit up, he had it and he was just gone, and then he showed up at the Rumble a couple months later. But for the
yeah,
time of the
exactly.
place, he was gone, was he not?
He was.
Punk over here back on Raw, just chilling in the back with the armband and shit. Like, bro, this shit is a work, son. Because if it was real type shit, he'd just be gone. Especially if you're sitting there saying, "Oh, he gonna have surgery, and then he gonna have to try to recover and shit." Like, come on now.
Yeah.
All right, we got some women's tag team. We got Chelsea Green and Piper Nivens. I guess going up against Shayna Baszler and Zoe Starks. Oh, and what's her name? She got. I guess she got some. She got to be able to say Chelsea Green again.
Yeah. Uh, the the only thing, Alex, is I'm not disagreeing with you. It's just I don't want to see Roman hold the title for another year, man. Like I'm not even saying that you're wrong. I'm just like I don't want to see Roman hold the title for another year. I don't want to see him hold the title till next year's WrestleMania.
This is kind of weird. This is kind of there's really no babyface in these two women tag teams.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
it's like a it's like a heel versus heel match.
yeah, like yeah, Shayna and Zoe ain't baby, and Chelsea and Piper sure ain't shit ain't baby.
Unless maybe they're gonna try to turn them babyface, like maybe they're gonna try to make them like like sympathetic baby faces or whatever.
Hmm. Maybe Cody does need to finish his story, Ian. You are correct.
Do you know little I maybe said this before, but little piece of trivia. Did you know that Piper Niven is married to Excalibur?
The announcer for AEW, Excalibur.
Yeah,
Didn't know
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Good for both of them.
Yeah.
Get two paychecks.
Yeah, they had two wrestling check household.
Mm-hmm. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I didn't even know that shit, I've never seen Excalibur live with his mask on, so I don't know what he looked like. So
Yeah,
okay, that was a quick match. Shayna
yeah.
and
That
Zoe
was
Stark.
that felt like a very old school like women's matches when you'd get like a 3 minute like women's match just for the sake of saying you had a women's match.
Yeah, that was a quickie right there.
Hmm.
It's like go out there and do 3 minutes because now we got this promo for the Rumble. We need to fill space for this promo for the Rumble that we did already.
Yeah,
All right, but back to the Rumble. Like I said, Roman retained, whatever. We have then the United States title, Logan Paul, Kevin Owens.
mhm.
Fine match, but like, what's up with this? Like, come on now, y'all just gonna allow people to keep jumping over into the ring when he wrestle? Like, no
Yeah,
problem. Like I said, that again, like sometimes WWE does shit, but it's like, yo, you're kind of endorsing certain things that you don't want real people to do in real life.
yeah, yeah. Again, like that's yeah, I don't know. It's just not a good look, when you have people when you have people jump in the barricade for all these Logan Paul matches, and it's different like if a wrestler jumps the barricade where it's somebody like people who know who it is, like if Austin Theory comes over the barricade, everybody knows it's Austin Theory. But a lot of these like random people that are just maybe part of his entourage, like people don't know who that is. Like I didn't know who that guy was.
I didn't
So,
either.
like if you don't follow like Logan Paul and you don't follow his like whatever, for a lot of people they might just kind of think
Yeah,
that,
like I
hey,
don't know.
this
I
is
don't know.
just
I
this
don't
is
know
just
who.
some
I don't know
fan.
who his entourage is.
Yeah, it's precisely.
Like I don't follow him like that.
Yeah, me neither. So it's like, like Austin Theory comes out. Okay, everybody knows Austin Theory's a wrestler. He's in the WWE. We get it. We kind of understand that. But when you just kind of have like randos, it sort of sends the wrong message.
But basically, somebody tried to run interference, but then all of a sudden, like WWE agents and security come out. But then that's when Theory and fucking Grayson come out,
Yeah,
give give him the knuckles. Owens gets the knuckles, gets him, hits him with the knuckles, pins him, but keeps the knuckles on his hands. Like he was already like. Here's the problem. Like this is where you fuck up for me. After he like blocks the ref from him holding it and he hits him, he puts his hand down again. It's like put it in your pants and then pin him. But he's like, no, you just hold it in your hand and then pin him.
yeah. It's like you just hit him with the brass knucks. He's gonna be down for a minute. You got time to get rid of the evidence.
Yeah. But basically, he gets caught, gets disqualified. Logan retains. So still United States champion.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunate. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Um, yeah. Ian says Logan Paul showing that he does in fact belong. I don't disagree with you in that sense. I don't think that I ever said he doesn't belong per se. I just don't like him. Like I won't take anything away from him athletically. Like I think he's a tremendous athlete. I just don't like or respect him as a human being.
I feel you.
I just don't like or respect him as a human being. Like as a human being, I think he's scum. But I won't take anything away from him as an athlete or a competitor.
Yeah. We getting WrestleMania advert. How many days? 68 days away from WrestleMania.
It doesn't seem like a long time, eh?
Does it? Your man be having Pat
Uh,
McAfee with his part-time job.
yeah. So what did you think of the men's rumble?
I mean, it was alright. I mean, I think. Well, first we had a return Andrade showing up to the Rumble,
Hmm.
making a return. So that was cool. Uh,
Yeah.
outside of like really like Pat McAfee, there wasn't too many like wasted entries.
No.
Like I feel there was a lot of people who,
Um,
well, good to have in there.
yeah, we got to see a rare appearance from Omos.
Uh-huh.
We don't really see Omos all that often.
Which is cool. I think he should be treated kind of a little bit like a special attraction.
Agreed. Yeah, I think totally agree. I don't think he's someone that you want to overexpose per se.
Because I wasn't expecting to see Omos, to be honest with you.
Yeah, me neither. I wasn't. The only thing is, I wish they would put MVP with somebody else. MVP, I would like to see more often.
I would. Shit, got to get him back with Bobby. That's what he needs since got to get the hair
Yeah,
back.
like they should. Yeah, like they should put him back with. They should put him back with Bobby, because yeah, it's. I would like to see MVP a little more often.
All right, Cody coming out to have a little speech. Spoiler alert, yes. Cody endorsed two-time back-to-back Royal Rumble winner after eliminating CM Punk, the last man.
Yeah.
Also, what makes me feel like the CM Punk thing with the work is, again, after the end of the match, it's like he just sat there, and it's like if he was really in pain, if something really hurt, they'd have just got him out of there. He wouldn't just be sitting there chilling, selling like something
Yeah.
hurts. Like they'd have got him out of there. Like if it was some real shit, like if something really happened, like something like a torn something. How many times in real life, in the real life of wrestling, when somebody's really torn something that they just stayed there? What they do? Like, get them out of here. Get them out of here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Exactly.
They're
Yeah.
not just gonna sit
Exactly.
there. Like, come get him. Like the dude's hurt. Like, come get him. Oh, he blew a quad. Come get him. Tore a bicep. Come get him. The only time you're gonna really like have to do it is like if they're still in the middle of the match and the guy's like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna carry on until the end," and then after that, it's like, "Get me fuck out of here, bro. Get me out of here. Get me to the back. I need ice. I need something. My shit hurt like motherfucker. I just pulled something off a bone."
Yeah.
So it's like that's what just made it odd. Like I think it's just like yeah, CM Punk is trying to sell something because they're trying to do something. You know what I mean? Plant the seed, and then, like I said, the sources that give you the news ain't really the best reliable sources out there on the internet. So it's just like,
Yeah.
And then, like I said, you show up on Raw, now you scrapping, and now you sitting here chilling. It's like if you injured like that, like bro, oh, what are you still doing here? Get out of here. Go have surgery. Go heal up. Go rehab. Get better. Like get out of here. What are you doing here right now? Am I wrong?
Yeah, cause no, you're right. Cause
Get out
yeah,
of
like
here.
I don't know, like it seems like they're sort of continuing the storyline, and I
Like I
don't know
said, the
why
only
we're
time
doing
that's
that
ever
if he's
happened
gonna be
is
out for
when
6 months.
like with Steve Austin and his neck. Like he continued to be on TV, but he didn't wrestle. He just was just doing segments and shit. But like that's the only other time they'll do something like that. Well, it's like an injury where it's like, okay, you're injured, but you can still function regularly as long as you don't do X, Y, and Z right now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh yeah.
So like I can believe something would happen, but it's not as serious as maybe people are saying it is. But it is something where it's like, okay, you can continue to do this, but you can't do X, Y, and Z right now. But it's not as bad as what you may think it is, but it might not be anything at all. Like, you might have just sprained something, or you might have just pulled something. We're gonna let you like give yourself a couple weeks to see what happens, but don't do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah. Yeah, like that's what I'm wondering.
Here comes the champ, Seth Rollins, interrupting Cody.
Cuz again too, like he said he was gonna rehab his tricep and then he would be back to main event WrestleMania. But he didn't kind of say like, okay, like I have to go away and get surgery, and then the surgery will keep me sidelined for 6 months or whatever.
Yeah,
So I wonder if it's a thing where it's just like, all right, like yeah, you fucked up your tricep, but you just rehab it for a month and then it'll be fine.
yeah. But like maybe he just needs to get in like maybe he may not need to get back in that PC or something, man, because you're just a little fragile. You need to start drinking more milk.
Hmm.
Get that bone density back
Yeah,
up.
he yeah maybe he needs to maybe if he sort of like bulked up a little bit, like maybe it wouldn't be the worst thing for him, you know?
All right, so now we got Rollins in the ring with Cody, interrupting Cody. What's he got to say? But the men's rumble was good. You know,
Yeah.
like I said, I just kind of wish there were more matches. Like I said, both rumbles took at least the brunt of it. I think the women's was about an hour and some change, and the men's was just the same. Plus the 4-way, like all the matches had time. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, four matches in one pay per view. That's just kind of odd. That's never something I've seen before.
You know, like we have this feud going on with Lashley and the Street Profits versus Cross and AOP. Like why not put them in like a 6-man tag or whatever?
Yeah, instead they have a little schmosh during the rumble. Rollins wants to fight Cody. Nobody wants to see that though. Everybody's saying no. They want Roman.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know if I want to see Seth and Cody again.
Yeah. He's trying to prop up the world title.
Hmm. Seth Rollins spitting.
Why did this title come to be? Seth, tell us.
Hmm. Uh, Alex wants to know: Do we think we'll see Brock Lesnar again?
Probably.
I think we will.
I mean, okay, moving on from the Rumble. Rumble was good. I enjoyed it. Uh Vince McMahon. Let's get on some Vince news real quick. Vince McMahon is stepped away from WWE due to the allegations being brought up against him. And I mean, I'm fine with it. Like, it's whatever. He doesn't need to be there anyway. So
Yeah, the less he has to do with WWE, the better.
yeah. So
Like he should have just retired after the first allegations.
yeah. He's spitting right now.
Yeah, he's making a strong case.
Hitting them with the hard stuff.
Yeah, you making a strong case.
Let's see what you got to say. You know what? I don't want to talk about Vince. You want to get up to? You want to start our tier list?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, cats. I'm glad y'all here. If y'all still here, we got a tier list to jump into. Y'all join in the chat. It should be fun. Okay, so with founder of AEW, Cody Rhodes walking out of the ring, not really making a decision yet. I was thinking to myself, all the WWE stars that have gone to AEW, like what kind of grade or report card would they get? Like how have they done? Have they made an impact? Have they done anything to better AEW in a whole from them being from WWE? So we're gonna have ourselves a little tier list. So let me pull that up. All right, boom. Hold on. There we go. Let me show y'all what we got here, chat. All the as you can see, we got like Samoa Joe, Timeless Tony Storm, Christian Cage, Edge, Adam Cole, Bebe, Bryan Danielson, Buddy Murphy, Cash Wheeler, Chris Jericho, Claudio Castagnoli, Dax Hardwood, Dustin Rhodes, Jake Hager, Jeff Hardy, Jeff Jarrett, Saraya, Ruby Riot, or Ruby Soho, Athena, Swerve Strickland, Roderick Strong, Paul White, Pac, Brody Lee, Rusev, Miro, Matt Hardy, Malachi Black, Kyle O'Reilly, Keith Lee, John Moxley, Johnny TV, Mark Henry, Nigel McGuinness, Taz, Stokely Hathaway, Billy Gunn, Cody Rhodes, Andrade, and CM Punk. It's a pretty strong list. I probably might have missed some, but what do we say about Joe? What would you say about Joe, Matt? What about Brock? Do I think Brock will ever come back? Yeah, of course he will.
Yeah, I think Brock will be. I think I think he'll be back. I don't know. My mindset is always like innocent until proven guilty. But I think he will. I think he will be back.
All right. So
yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Gojira. I'm gonna have to say A for Samoa Joe.
yeah, he's done pretty good for himself so far in AEW. He is the current AEW champion, so it's a step up from when he was just the television champion.
The only reason I'm going A and not S is because although yes, he is the world champion, he only just won the title, so we don't have the benefit of knowing what kind of title reign he's
But I'm
gonna
saying
have
his
or what kind of
overall
title reign.
impact, I'm saying, not just winning the title, but just everything he's done beforehand. Do you think it's made an impact within AEW, like made it better?
Yeah, I'm gonna maybe stick with A.
All right, so yeah, we'll give him an A. Where'd he go? Oh, there you go. Get up here, Joe. All right, so Joe gets an A. All right, Timeless Tony Storm. I would have to say she's pretty. Gojira says B. I would say better than B. I would say probably A,
I was on.
maybe even S tier for the
Yeah,
women.
yeah. I was see the timeless gimmick as to me the timeless gimmick has maybe put her from an A to maybe an S
I say it like this:
because it's
it's
like
almost
people
S
are
to the point where you have Ash by Elegance, where people are now trying to copy what she's doing.
yeah
Would tell you like, okay, this shit is kind of hot right now, because now you got people trying to kind of emulate it. So
yeah
I would say that's at least the S tier. And on top of that, she's already won the
yeah
title what 3 times already? 4, I think.
3 times
Yeah,
yeah
3 times.
three
So it's like,
three
yeah. Like I said, coming out of WWE, she definitely impact. So yeah, I dumped Timeless into the S tier. And I almost go. I think it almost goes without saying. Christian Cage is also S tier.
oh by far yeah by far
Yeah, and I don't think we have to really actually talk about that. That Christian Cage, everything from coming in with Jurassic Express, beating Kenny Omega for the Impact TNA title, and then once
you
he
know
went heel, it's
it
like it just took it to the next level, and he's been on fire ever since.
yeah
I mean, am I wrong? Like,
no you're not wrong
it's like he came in, solo, hooked up with Jurassic Express, kind of like mentored them to a tag team title. Goes on and beats Omega, one of the few people to beat Omega, and take the Impact
yeah
title from him, making him a multiple time champion because he is a former Impact champion, TNA champion.
yeah not to mention that before this for like a long time he was like medically retired
Yeah, and then it's like after that little run, he was still with the Jurassic Express. Turns on Jungle Boy, and then, like I said, after that, it's literally off to the races with Your Father's Dead, and we've been on fire ever since. So it's like his coming to AEW has been nothing but positives.
yeah
So I was like, yeah, S tier. Now Adam Copeland. I can't say S tier, to be honest. I could say A, maybe B.
like
Cause it's just like it's cool, but like it's like it's not really doing the thing for me. Like I don't really feel like he's really making that much of an impact.
I feel like it was a good pickup for them, and for a long time that clip of him making his AEW debut was going was blowing up on social media, like that was viral on social media. But yeah, like since then I got to admit that Cope has not not necessarily Copeland has cooled, but it's sort of a thing where it seems like people have kind of the part of the excitement has kind of worn off. So I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah, like I'd have to say maybe A or a B. I don't know.
I would say probably more, yeah, like a B. Like I said,
Like
it's
it's a good signing for them.
yeah, but it's like I said, it hasn't changed. It really hasn't changed the game for them. Like, it's not bringing in more viewership. It's not like sure he's having this like open
Yeah,
challenge where he's fighting younger guys, but it's like, is it really doing anything of like real value?
yeah.
So you know, we got Adam Cole,
Uh,
baby.
the tier list is determining what impact did these guys have on AEW after coming out of WWE. That's what we're trying to determine. Uh, I don't know. Adam Cole would have to be low for me because he's been injured for so much of his AEW run. Like
Yes, it's
so
true.
much of his run, he's been injured, and you know, I don't know. Like he'd have to be like a low, like a B or a C.
Yeah, cause like early on, then like I mean, we had them with the elite and stuff, but like not much happened ever outside of that, and then he got injured.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then he came back and got injured again.
Yeah, even if you see that, oh, well, he's the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. Is he? Is he really though?
Yeah.
All right, Brian Danielson.
It's again, it's a thing where like he's having really great matches, but are people excited about him being there? Like, but he's having tremendous matches. He's having the best matches of his career by far.
I mean, the quality of matches, yes, is definitely there, and the initial pop was there. I think like as far as like yes, quality matches. We get the Blackpool Combat Club. You know, we haven't won a title yet, but
Yeah.
we've probably put on some of the best matches in this company's history, though, with certain people. I
It's
would at
it's a
least give
thing where
him
like
like a solid A, maybe a B, even a
yeah,
up level B.
it's like a thing where like he's having great matches, but people are not necessarily tuning in to watch them. Like people are not going out of their way to watch them. I don't think. Yeah, I could go maybe. I'd have to put him there with Copeland
I'll put him higher than Copeland though.
again. Yeah, okay, I could go A.
I mean, I give him an A. Like I said, he can get an A. Like I said, just based off of like quality of matches. There is some kind of progression with the BCC, and like I said, like as far as like an impact of like, okay, you formed the faction, y'all have done some things, like progress certain storylines and things. So like that way, like that is an impact. And like I said, he's had quality of matches.
Yeah,
Like I said, he hasn't won many titles, and he's not like the biggest of like he ain't out here selling the shows over here. But for the most part. Like, yeah, a good A. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yep.
All right. Buddy Matthews.
Like a D.
D, I was at least gonna give him a C at least. I mean,
Okay, yeah, you
former
can give
trio
us.
champion, House of Black. They've had a little bit of an impact. You know what I'm saying? The quality of matches are pretty much always on point. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they're not
Okay.
changing the game or nothing, but at least like it's at least a C plus average. Still passing.
All right, I'm with that.
All right, we got Cash Wheeler
Ash,
of FTR. Again, it's one of those
I'm
things where it's like they helped in their tag team division. They've always been kind of treated like main eventers. I would say at least
like three different titles in three different companies at the same time.
yeah, because we're gonna have to kind of
It's
bump
pretty
him, and
good.
we're gonna have to bump these two in the same. Because like, if you're gonna give one, you gotta give it to the tag partner because it's pretty much the same. So if I was gonna throw FTR, I'd give him a B to an A. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah, I could. But you're saying S.
S all the way. You know what? I can almost see S as well because they were out there
Yeah,
running with
yeah,
3 belts out there
yeah.
for a good while. So yeah, you know what? Yeah, we'll throw FTR to S. They definitely had elevated the tag team scene during that little run. So all right, also an S got to be Jericho because it probably wouldn't be AEW without
No doubt
Jericho.
about it. Yeah, like without Chris Jericho, when AEW started, it was a bunch of indie guys. Without Jericho, I don't think AEW would have blown up as much as it did. Like Jericho, like Jericho really kind of opened people's eyes to where they're like, hey, they got Chris Jericho works there. Oh fuck.
Yeah, so. Claudio Castiglione, formerly known as Cesaro.
Well,
What would
again,
you say for Cesaro over here?
I'm thinking it's got to be pretty low, right?
I mean, 2 reigns, Ring of Honor champ. Quality of matches are decent. You know, again, another member of the BCC. I'm glad you let us know how you feel about that, Alex. Thanks for sharing.
Uh,
No
what do you
judge,
think,
no
man?
shaming and no judgment here. So, props to you, homie.
Yeah, definitely not. You like what you like. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
I would say
What
Cesaro
what are
for
you what are
me,
you thinking for Claudio?
probably a B.
Yeah, yeah.
B,
Okay, I could go with that.
solid B plus player. Right, yeah, B. And they call him the Natural. Dustin Rhodes. Formerly Goldust in WWE. I would say just Dustin's he's just a regular, kind of just a good hand. He has definitely improved as far as like his match quality, like move sets, like he's dumping stuff out there. It's like, okay, every match now he dropping Canadian destroyers out here. Like his name is PB Williams.
He loves the Canadian destroyer.
You know what I mean? So, like I said, his win rate's not always the best, but like and time on TV is very rare. Impact, I would say, just more name recognition, but it's not really like pushing the needle though. I'd give him a C.
Same.
Jake Hager. Almost want to give this dude an F because like this is nothing.
Yeah.
Like absolutely nothing. Outside, like with the joining the Jericho Appreciation Society and the Inner Circle, it's like, okay, you were the heavy, you had some matches, but did you really do anything of anything?
Yeah.
Like, did your name value from MMA or anything bring anything to the table? It's like, nah, bro, like really nothing. You know what? I'll give you that right there, Gojira. Like I said, great. Yeah, it was a great start, but it just like really fizzled out. All right.
Yeah.
Hager survived the F. He'll take a D. He'll take the D. Okay, Jeff Hardy. Almost kind of want to give his ass a F because it's like you fucked up again.
He's almost done more harm than good. He's almost done more to hurt AEW with the DUI thing. Like he cost him and Matt a tag team title run. He brought some bad publicity to AEW. I hate to say it, but yeah, I would almost have to give Jeff a D because I feel like he's almost really done more harm than good.
We got Aldis Andrade and Adam Pearce. And now Gunther, because he will be defending the title against Kofi Kingston tonight.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think Kofi's going to come away winning this though.
I don't think so.
I would put Jeff Hardy probably in the D tier as well, Gojira, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll put Jeff in D. Jeff Jarrett?
A tier.
A tier.
Listen. Jeff Jarrett, since coming to AEW, he's asked for nothing, and all he's done is put people over. All he's done is put people over since coming there. He hasn't tried to steal the spotlight. He hasn't tried to do anything for himself. All he's kind of done is all he's done is put people over. Like I remember I remember him talking about like they wanted to have him beat Orange Cassidy for the international title, and he turned it down because he's like, no, he's like, I don't want to beat him for the title. He's like, I want to put him over. He's like, I'm not trying to beat him. I don't know. It seems for me like Jeff Jarrett, all these kind of like has he made a grand impact? No, but I feel that like everybody he's worked with has been better than they were before. Like like okay, maybe not an A tier, but yeah, maybe like a B tier. I say like he's been putting everybody over. Everybody that he faces, he's putting them over. He's not doing nothing for himself.
I can see maybe a B, possible C, kind of like a Dustin Rhodes as well.
Yeah,
Like you're good in the ring, you
I
can do
could say
work, you can go, you can work, you can put other people over, but you're not like you're not selling out arenas.
yeah.
Johnny
Yeah,
TV,
I'm good with that.
I'd say is an F.
F. Yeah, F for
No, no,
fumble.
no, no. You know what? F to a D. Did you see
D?
you see Ring of Honor?
No.
Hold on a
What
second.
happened?
Give me a second. Talk amongst yourself for a minute. We're gonna take a quick derailment for for a minute.
Johnny D because now he's with Taya. I do I do like that pairing. I do like that Johnny and Taya are being paired up together. Seems like like again like Johnny's another guy that's just not really he's there but he's not really accomplishing a whole lot.
Give me a second. Okay, so they got Johnny TV on Ring of Honor, right?
Yeah.
And hold on. Let me pull it up real quick.
Here with Board of Directors member Jerry
Hopefully,
Lynn.
I can
Jerry,
play
I'm
the
so
scene real
happy that
quick
we've
because
been
it's
able to
only
have this
about a
time to
minute.
talk. It's been
But
quite.
I'm gonna try to just play the scene. Hold on, I'm gonna share it with you real quick, Matt,
Right.
and then I'll share it with the. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna share it with you real quick, and then because like I don't even want to deal with AEW.
All right, fair enough.
But I want to give you the reason why Johnny TV will get it. He'll why Johnny TV is gonna earn a D for this right here.
Sometimes since.
Now, there's been a thing where Dalton Castle's been want to punch Johnny TV in the face, and he keeps trying to get into the locker room, but the door's locked. And Jerry Lynn's trying to talk some sense into Dalton Castle. And then He's like, get a grip, man, get a grip, Dalton, get a grip. Slaps him in the face. And then Johnny TV comes out, right, and does this.
Can't have a match until your TV ready. Now I gotta split.
Nope.
Loser.
Hold on, I'll play it back for you, bro.
Now I gotta
That
split.
was good.
Loser.
I don't even know how we did that. It was hilarious.
So that's why Johnny TV get at least a D.
Oh, definitely.
At least get a D for that. So yeah, that's where we at right there for Johnny TV. I got a split.
Definitely.
All right, John Moxley. I would say
We
probably
just say like the
A or S tier.
yeah. I would say definitely A or S.
Here, Grand Slam. I mean, what's he like, a 3-time AEW champion?
Yeah,
Kind of been the
AEW
backbone of the
champion.
company for a while.
Yeah, he has been.
Gunter coming out. Gunter. Keith Lee. Former AEW Tag Team Champion with Swerve Strickland. Debut was cool, but like Impact really hasn't done anything.
Maybe a C. Maybe a C.
Probably. Almost a D, because like his presence is barely known.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd give a C for just getting a title at least, but honestly, it's a real low C.
Yeah.
Kyle O'Reilly, F.
Yeah, again, it's hard to say with Kyle O'Reilly because he got injured very early on to him getting there. You know, Bobby Fish came to AEW, and very quickly Bobby Fish was done with AEW. That
Yeah, I
pretty
forgot
much
to
killed
add
the
Bobby Fish,
Undisputed
but he'd
Elite.
probably be in the same boat.
So yeah, and then you know Kyle O'Reilly's he's been injured ever since. So yeah, I agree with Gojira. Just a whole lot of nothing.
Malachi Black, House of Black, again, another trios champion. I mean, Impact's been decent. Like, he started off hot with the whole feud with Cody in the beginning, so
Yeah,
I'd give him a solid A.
yeah,
He's always been put in like high-profile matches and treated like a big deal, so I would say an A.
yeah. I
Always
can agree with
meant to
that.
kind of look strong, even in the face of defeat. All right, Matt Hardy. Came in hot at a really weird time,
Yeah,
but like as of late, it really has been almost a whole lot of nothing. And like it's almost the same as his. Like he kind of got derailed based off his brother, so it's almost like they're in the same boat as like a D.
Yeah, that's kind of unfair, but that's just kind of what it is, you know.
Yeah. So it's just like, yeah. All right, we've got Amiro, formerly Rusev. This is one where it's like, okay, came in hot again during a weird time. Eventually was TNT champion. It was looking pretty strong, pretty dominant. Then it's like we lose the title and then we disappear for like a really long time. We recently come back, but we're kind of still doing a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a whole lot of nothing. I would almost say, yeah, probably a B.
Yeah. Oh, I can see that.
But yeah, it would definitely be a very low B. Cause it's kind of like, damn man, like it just seemed like there was so much potential with Miro, but then nothing really came about it. Like I said, we were looking good during like the when he had the TNT title, but then after that it was just like, nah, nothing. Don't we got nothing for you, bro.
Yeah. And
Now
even
I don't know
even
if part
now,
of
like
that was
even
just
now,
injury or like it's just like they had nothing for him. It's like, yeah, it really killed a whole lot of momentum.
yeah, and even like now, it still seems like they have nothing for him.
Yeah, and we had to do a whole nother extra show and we got nothing for you. It's like, how?
Yeah.
All right. The late Brody Lee, the exalted one.
It's a tough one.
I would say just based off of the stint of his time, it's a S tier because he came in hot, took the title, and like had the dark level on like a whole nother level at that point. Like it just that alone is kind of S tier, I would have to say.
Oh, I think I would agree with that.
Because it's one of those things where it's like a guy comes in, he comes in from off the strength of, okay, you used to know me as Harper, and you knew me from the Wyatt family, but now I'm here to do something else, and he established himself, and then right out the gate, like I said, took the TNT title from Cody.
Yeah, I would.
Like if
Yeah, I
I
agree with
feel like
that.
because you would have to imagine if it wasn't for him being ill and his passing, that trajectory probably would have just kept going the same way.
Yeah,
Top of that, having the match with Moxley for the title.
yeah,
So
that was a good match.
you would have to imagine like it was only gonna go a certain way with Brody.
Yeah,
And like I said, he made an
but
impact because, like I said, it was Brody from the Wyatt family. And like I said, the Wyatt family was pretty much over as a faction outside of just Bray Wyatt himself.
yeah, I'm with you on that. And that like that dog collar match is still talked about to this day. That's still talked about as one of the greatest AEW matches of all time.
Yeah. The Bastard Pack.
Uh,
I would have to say probably a really
um,
high A tier. I mean, we got a former trio
yeah,
champion, former, I guess what,
he tapped out Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people can kind of say that. Dark Order would have all the belts if Brody was still alive today. I think the Dark Order would certainly be a lot more important
Yeah,
if Brody was
they'd
still
be in a
around.
better position if Brody was still here because, like I said, at that point they were gonna be meant to be taken very serious.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, with Pac, yeah, like I'm almost like you think like A tier?
I think A tier for the fact of like he did have that indie cred plus the WWE cred already, and the fact that he was one of the ones who was like he left the E, so then it was like he was so and then at the time he was the the Dragon Gate champion, so it was like we want him but we can't have him like fully. And then all the COVID happened, but it was like him being it was like I said, he beat Omega, the trios, the international. It's like it's pretty big impact.
Okay.
I mean, right now, like he out on injury now,
Yeah, he's hurt.
but it was like yeah, always treated like a big deal. And he had that name
Okay.
recognition because, like I said, coming from the E, but he also had that indie cred
Yeah.
and the UK, the international because of being from the UK. Like he was another one of those kind of like big gets for AEW in the beginning.
Yeah.
And like you said, he beat Omega. He beat God. So
Not
that's at least worthy of
yeah,
an
not
A
just
tier.
beat him, but submitted him.
All right, Paul White, formerly the Big Show.
Mm,
Seeing as how he doesn't do much of
mm,
wrestling and it's more of just commentating, I just give him. I would give him just a D. It's like it's not anything like he's not really a product. He's not out here performing. And he's
yeah.
barely doing any commentating anyway because the dark shows are gone. So it's like, yeah, D. Most people weren't like, oh, he's gonna change the game. The big show's here. It's like, yeah, he's not. He's had one or two matches, but it hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
Roderick Strong. Now I would say Roderick is definitely one to think about because like he literally was like in NXT and then came straight to AEW. Like they wrote me off TV, and a few months later, here I am now, and it's just kind of been he's just kind of been on a upward trajectory, kind of in the background. Like he got a win over Chris Jericho and a Falls Count Anywhere. Like he's
Yeah.
part of the Undisputed Kingdom. I'm pretty sure he's on the way to winning the international championship. So
Yeah.
I would at
Oh,
least give Roddy at this
it's
point probably like a high C, but even a low B.
yeah, gotta be. Gotta be it's gotta be at least in that C area.
Like I'd give him a high C right next to Cole, or better yet, nah, he's past Cole. Like I said, because like I said, he's on the way to B tier because he's gonna win
Yeah.
the international title, but like he's just slowly
I
kind of
think I
creeping
think
up.
he will. I think
But
he will too.
he's right now like a really high C. Like if we were to come
Yeah.
back on this later, I'd put him in like a mid B. In fact, we might come back this later in the future. Swerve Strickland, another, like I said, former AEW tag champion, kind of in the mix of the upper mid card to main event scene right about now. I would give Swerve Impact. Almost got to give him an A at this because the him and the Nana is viral. And like he's over with the crowd, like they pop in when his intro starts playing. So, quality of matches are pretty good. I'd give him an A. What say you, Matt? You still there? Did I lose Matt? Matt, can you hear me? He might have Discord might have got him. It might have got him. I don't know. By the way, we here with Kofi Kingston and Gunther, hard hitting action as well. By the way, so I'm gonna wait for Matt to come back. We'll talk about Swerve. Oh, Kofi got him in a sleeper. You know, it's always the agents, Gojira. The agents be out there. You got to be careful sometimes. You got to be careful. The agents will come out there and come get you. Sometimes they just sneak up on you and be like, come here, bitch. Let me talk to you. Oh. That didn't look good.
No, that looked kind of.
Oh, there you are. You can hear me now?
That looked kind of nasty. Yeah, I can hear you.
I couldn't hear you there for a minute, bro.
Oh, was I cutting out?
You were just quiet. Because I was asking you about Swerve.
Oh, Swerve S tier for me.
Oh, S tier for Swerve? Okay. Because I would like A tier.
Yeah, again,
at least,
between a. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah, A tier is good. High.
Like I'm saying, like he's getting there, but like I said, like he's over as fuck with the crowd. The Nana dance is over. Like I said,
Nana dance is super over.
Even as much as they're trying to heal him out, he's getting that baby face heat though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like I said, the quality of matches are good. So yeah, I definitely put him at like a high A.
Man, Kofi's going hard in this Intercontinental title match.
He's trying to get that 5th championship. All right, we got the
Man,
ladies. We got Ring of Honor Women's World Champion Athena. I would have to say S tier because she's the best thing going for Ring of Honor.
Athena, easy. Yeah, Athena for me is an easy S tier. Again, as far as like female championship reigns, like hers is like
it's the longest reigning right now.
Yeah, and it seems like there's no sign of it slowing down.
Like she main evented Final Battle because half the other champions held hostage on AEW programming.
Yeah.
I mean, she started out in AEW, but then just transitioned to Ring of Honor. But I'm like, she's doing her best stuff right now in Ring of Honor. So
yeah. And again, like it's not like if you even kind of look at the field, it's not like there's anybody that you think can conceivably beat her. Like the only person is like maybe Taya, but
well now Nyla Rose is kind of going for her right now.
Yeah.
Trying to clothesline him for hell. Nope. SOS.
I don't know, man. Like if they kind of pull a surprise and Kofi somehow pulls out a win, I wouldn't be mad at it.
It'd be crazy too because they said Gunther's like almost like if he wins this, he'll be champion for over 600 days.
Wow. That makes me think that he'll probably retain. Then they'll probably let him get that 600 days. I don't think they're gonna cut him off right before 600. So yeah, that makes me think he'll probably retain then.
Oh, powerbomb, stack him, and he wins.
There you go. Yeah, the 600-day thing, you know.
I mean, I don't mind Gunther's reign, to be honest with you. Unlike like Roman's, no pun intended, reign, it's at least he's an active champion. He defends
Yeah, like
he defends the
like he's
titles on
holding
pay-per-views most when they allow it, but he defends the title on Raw like regularly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Like his title reign is long, but he's at least defends the title regularly. You know, you're not going through like 2-month periods without seeing an intercontinental title match.
Yeah, like he defends the title at least once a month on pay-per-views, and then like I said, it'll
Yeah.
be like a couple matches every other Raw. But he's always somewhat present though.
Yeah. Like even if he's not involved in a lot of storylines or a lot of angles per se, he's still there. Like you're still seeing him all the time. Like even if you're just kind of seeing him hang out with Imperium, or even if you're just kind of seeing him like kind of boss them around, like at least he's there, you know, he's there, he's competing. He's present. Yeah, I think that's that 600-day thing, that 600-day kind of. Well, yeah, once you kind of said that, it was like, oh yeah, probably they'll
Yeah, because
probably
he's only
not
probably
take the
I
title
think
off
they
him.
said 590 like 6 days. So he's like literally a couple days off from hitting 600. After he'll hit it by the end of the week.
Or yeah,
All right, Ruby Soho. I almost want to
he's
give her an
involved
F
in.
to a low D because she's had a lot of fanfare and impact, but she's done absolutely. She every time she's gotten a title shot, she's just shits the bed. Even with the outcast and all that, it's like a really low D.
Yeah, like I could give her like a D. Like she has the benefit of she's there very frequently. Like she's there, she's always doing stuff. Like she's always got stuff going on. Like you're never forgetting that she's there. But yeah, like anytime she has a big match, she's taking an L. So yeah, I think a low D is a good place for her.
Now her counterpart Saraya, former women's world champion, I'd probably give her a little bit of a higher grade, probably
Yeah.
mm, a high B. Because again, didn't
Yeah.
really move the needle and do that much. but it was a good like initial pop in the beginning, but it really has kind of fizzled out now.
I think again she has the benefit of like she kind of has the same benefit as Christian Cage, where she came back from a career-ending injury, so people were excited for her just based off of that. Like people were excited for her because she had not wrestled for so long, but now that they've seen her a couple times, you know the bloom is off the rose a little bit.
And now the Kabuki Warriors are taking on Tegan Knox and Natalia, Matt's favorite wrestler.
Could Soraya versus Mercedes headline All In 2024? I don't know. I'm hesitant on the headline part. I think it could definitely be like a marquee match. I'm hesitant on the headline part. I just don't think I don't know. I don't know if Soraya has a headline match in her at this stage in the game. I just don't know if she has that sort of in her.
Real quick, what do you think of the
I think
2K24 trailer?
I don't like the CGI or the virtual reality Hogan and Austin.
Yeah, they're pretty weird. But
Yeah, it
but
just
game
kind of
wise,
doesn't
what do
look
you
right to
think?
me. Looks good.
Yeah.
Looks good. I'll probably end up picking this one up. I didn't get the last one, but now that I have like a next gen console, I'll probably pick this one up.
Well, like I said, I'm gonna hold off until I see some gameplay. But like I
Yeah,
said,
cuz
I'll probably
they
upgrade after that.
they
But
re-
you know,
they released the gameplay model for Bailey. Did you see that?
no, actually, I haven't.
Oof, doesn't look good. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it and I'll send it to you. It doesn't look good. Uh,
But
and it was actually Bailey that was the one kind of roasting it.
I would say when it comes to like Mark Henry, McGuinness, and Taz, it's just a D because they're mostly commentator and backstage people. Not really much of anything, you know what I mean? Or almost F tier because it's really much
Yeah,
of nothing.
yeah.
Stokely, I'll give a D.
Like
He
Nigel,
tries.
like Nigel, like Nigel's been like he's been like entertaining, but again,
He's
like
Taz a B.
I don't know that I don't know that he's kind of setting the world on fire.
I mean, outside of Team Taz, it's like yeah, but other than that, it's been much of nothing though. All right, you know what? I'll at least bump him to a D for Team Taz. How about that? How about that, Gojiro? I'll bump him to a D. Again, D for
Okay, here
Team
we go. I'm gonna
Taz. Okay, we got Billy
I'm gonna
Gunn,
send it to you in
Trios champion currently.
uh
I put him in a strong B, almost A, just for like long. Like, hey man, he's over his shit
like
still.
longevity.
Longevity. The man looks like a beast. Like I said, daddy ass is over as fuck as well. So I put him in the A tier.
Yeah, he's had a good run. He's been having a good run.
All right, now we got three who are like, whew. All right, Cody Rhodes, I would say S tier because it wouldn't be AEW without Cody.
Agreed.
Andrade, I would say have to be kind of like almost a C, a little bit of a disappointment.
Yeah, it was like yeah, it was like people were excited he was there and there was a lot of fanfare with him being there, but then it just never kind of correlated into anything. Like,
And
like it just
finally,
never parlayed into anything.
CM Punk, former two-time AEW
Easy,
champion.
easy S tier.
S tier.
Yeah, he was like he was their biggest star. He was their biggest draw.
Yeah,
Like
he
literally when he
was.
left, the company started to go downhill.
Yeah, he definitely made an impact.
Like yeah. Like yeah, he left and instantly people lost interest.
They're like, what? CM Punk don't live here. He don't go to this school no more. I'm out of here, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Like especially like CM Punk leaving Collision made Collision just kind of just another show.
All right,
Like
well,
him leaving was almost the death sentence for Collision.
that's the full tier list here. How you feeling about it, chat?
Yeah, I like it. I like it personally.
We got S tier,
Not
Chris
a lot of
Jericho. We got CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Brody
yeah.
Lee, Athena, John Moxley, Christian Cage, FTR, and Timeless Tony Storm. I'm good with that group right there.
Yeah, for sure.
A tier, we got Samoa Joe, Daniel Bryan, Swerve Strickland, Daddy Ass, Pac, and Malachi Black. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Mm-hmm.
B tier, Adam Copeland, Saraya, Claudio Castiglione, and Miro. It's funny, this whole B tier is a bunch of dudes with different names. So C tier, we got Roderick Strong, Adam Cole, Bebe, Andrade, Buddy Murphy, Dustin Rhodes, Jeff Jarrett, Keith Lee. D tier, we got Jake Hager, Matt and Jeff Hardy, Johnny TV, Taz, Stokely Hathaway, Paul White, Ruby Soho, and then F tier, we got Kyle O'Reilly, Mark Henry, Nigel McGuinness. It's pretty solid.
Kind of sad to see Kyle. Yeah, kind of sad to see Kyle O'Reilly so low, but like it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's just like it's unfortunate, but yeah, like he's been injured for so much of his run that
Yeah. Well, like I said, maybe one day we can come back and relook this. There's some people, like I said, there's a lot of these people are still active on the roster. Things could change.
yeah.
Or more people from WWE could show up and be added to it. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. When it comes to wrestling nowadays, I don't kind of rule anything out.
Now we got commercials. They got Kit Kat, so I want a Kit Kat now.
I love Kit Kats.
Kit Kat got a big cat now.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what this commercial said.
Oh, I don't have that commercial.
It said, now get the Kit Kat big cat.
I'm watching a commercial for Law and Order.
Sucks for you, homie. You gotta get the Kit Kat, Big Cat.
Love Kit Kats.
What the fuck? Why is Arnold Schwarzenegger selling State Farm auto insurance? Why is Arnold Schwarzenegger trying to sell me State Farm auto insurance?
I mean, I guess that that last Terminator movie didn't do too well, so I guess like times are tough.
Are you happy with your auto and home insurance? I can get you State Farm. State Farm, we are always there at 24/7, 365. From the East Coast to the West Coast, from New York to California. Whether it be home,
Times are
auto,
tough.
or life insurance, State Farm is here for you. Like a good neighbor.
Times are tough for the Terminator.
I have to make money. My box office is no longer what it used to be like in the 80s. I can no longer buy expensive cigars. Gas for a Humvee is very expensive. Let me see. I mean, here's the thing. You can say, like I said, there's a few people that helped improve the company, but like I said, because they weren't booked properly or put in the right places, yeah, the company hasn't really benefited. You are right about that, Ian. Like there was potential to do great things, but they chose other ideas that kind of hindered their own. They kind of got in their own way. A lot of these people came in with
Yeah,
a lot of fanfare and a lot of hype, and AEW itself didn't really capitalize on it. So yeah, I totally agree
like
with you on that.
it's again, it's like I think people I think are excited to see
That's why I said this is like
I
overall impact of their product. Like these people are the shining beacons. Some are currently like the shining beacons of like, oh, what makes this something fun to watch? Well, I like when Christian Cage comes out and does talking segment. Plus his matches are good. I like Tony Storm. I
yeah.
like the tag team match of FTR. Or like I said, I like to see Swerve Strickland or Daddy Ass or Samoa Joe. Or I like when Christian Cage came out. Or not Christian, I mean Chris Jericho. So like I said, there's shining beacons. Like I said, we can't forget that outside of all these, they're just people who weren't WWE guys part of the roster. So that also makes part of the process. But the point with this was these people here all came with a name and a reputation. What was
I
their
think
contribution towards AEW? Did it benefit it? Did it make it better? Did it bring more people in? Like I said, for the short term, some of them did, but because the booking of it is kind of touch and go on things, they don't capitalize.
I think for me, I think the problem, Ian, is you're sort of only looking at one aspect. You're only looking at one aspect. You're only looking at ticket sales. You're only looking at uh you're only looking at that part of it. Like you have to consider other aspects. Like, does Christian Cage being on AEW television make it more enjoyable to watch? Yes. Does Timeless Tony Storm make the show more enjoyable? Yes. Did FTR winning all these tag team titles, did they contribute to this new pro wrestling boom in tag team wrestling? Yes. Like what happened? What happened very shortly after FTR won all the tag team titles? What happens? What happened? Oh, now suddenly the Usos win the Raw tag team titles, and now the Usos have both tag team titles. Wonder why that came about. You have to look at more than just like ticket sales. Like, is Adam Copeland versus Griff Garrison or Adam Copeland versus Lee Moriarty setting the world on fire? No. But is Adam Copeland being there potentially good for their company? Yes, because this is a veteran that can help teach these young guys, and he can help teach these new stars how things are supposed to be done. He can help teach these young guys how a locker room is supposed to function so that we don't have another all in. You have to sort of consider more than just ticket sales. Like, I'm not saying that ticket sales is not a part of it. Again, it's like I said about Brian Danielson. Like, people, he's having great matches, but he's potentially not having matches that people want to pay to see. I think you're only considering one part of it. You're only looking at it. You're only looking at one part of it.
All right, and Kaden and Katana getting their rematch for the Kabuki Warriors next week on Raw. Probably not going to win, but hey, good
Eh,
luck to them.
no, nah. I definitely don't think they're gonna win.
And now here comes Bailey, winner of the Women's Royal Rumble, going to WrestleMania.
Hmm. I got a commercial for McDonald's breakfast burritos right now. I can honestly say that's probably one menu item that I've never ordered.
Breakfast
You? Have
burrito
you ever
from
had the
McDonald's.
McDonald's breakfast? Yeah.
I mean, I've had a breakfast burrito from McDonald's. They're pretty good,
Are
but
they?
it's been a long
Yeah,
time
are
though.
they?
They're pretty decent, but like I
I don't
said,
know.
it's
Like,
been a
I've
long time though. So I haven't had one
I don't know.
in
Usually
a very long time.
usually I usually if I go to McDonald's for breakfast, I just get the egg McMuffin.
Nah, it's pretty
I
good,
don't know. I
man.
just
They're
kind of
decent.
always.
You get a little salsa to go with it. It's pretty good.
Ooh. Okay. I might have to try
It's
that
like
next
the
time.
sausage, egg, and cheese burrito, breakfast burrito.
You you're kind of getting me with the little salsa.
You didn't know, y'all didn't, you don't like, what is that new in Canada or something?
No, it's not new. It's just like I don't know. I've just never thought to get it. It's just usually I go there for breakfast and I'm like, I just always get the sausage McMuffin. Once in a while I'll do the hotcakes, but usually not. This is kind of like I've never really thought to do the breakfast burritos. Not for any
Yeah,
reason. It's just
the
it's just
salsa on
I
the
don't know.
burrito does make them better. Ian, you're absolutely right. You can't eat them without
Ooh.
them. I mean, you can, but it's not the same. The salsa, you have to have salsa on them breakfast burritos from McDonald's. That shit hit
It's
different.
it's like you know, it's like the fillet of fish. Like it's just another thing that is I don't know. Like I've never gone to McDonald's ever in my life and been like, damn, let me get the fillet of fish.
I get filet of fish sometimes. Like I gotta be in the mood though. So
Yeah.
we turn it into a McDonald's food
Bacon,
segment.
egg, and cheese on a biscuit, 4 hash browns and a lemonade.
I miss those fucking breakfast bagels they
I,
used to have, son, at McDonald's. I used to get the steak, egg, and
oh
cheese
yeah.
one. That shit used to be fucking popping.
Oh. Okay. Y'all remember when maybe you guys still have them, we don't. But y'all remember when Burger King had like the mini cinnamon rolls for breakfast? Did you ever have those?
Can't say I have, but that sounds pretty
Oh,
delicious
those were
though.
good. Yeah, they were pretty good. They were coming like a pack of 4, and you would kind of like rip them apart. Damn, that was like a S tier fast food breakfast.
Oh, y'all getting the McRib back in? The McRib.
Yeah,
I've had
the
McRib.
McRib.
Like it's fine, but like people be going wild for that shit. Like it's okay. It's a
Yeah,
decent sandwich, but you know.
yeah, like I've never seen the appeal in the McRib. It just to me it just tastes like a processed like meat patty. It's just like it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just like I've never kind of super seen the appeal in the McRib. Like I'll get it once. I'll get it once just to say just to kind of say I had it
Yeah.
because like they don't bring it in all the time. So like okay, I'll get it once just to kind of be like okay, I had a McRib this round, but yeah, I don't know. Like if people get super excited about it, I've never sort of been really all that excited about it. It's just like if you get if you get like if you get yourself like a Hungry Man dinner with like the ribette, like the ribette patty. It's just that it just tastes like they took the ribette out of a TV dinner and stuck it between a long bun.
And put some raw onions and pickles on it. It's like here you
Yeah,
go, McRib. You don't even get cooked onions. You get raw onions. Get that shit.
yeah. And then the pickles you can take those pickles right off.
Oh, we got NXT Vengeance Day on Sunday.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't know they were doing that
She's
as
really
as
loving
a premium live event.
she's really loving the sign point.
What's that?
She's loving the sign. It's just Bailey. She's just enjoying the pointing to the WrestleMania sign. Who started that? Like
I,
I feel like that's recent. Who started that? Like that's got it. I feel like that's something that's recent.
nah, they've been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few years now. Where it's like everybody now just points at the sign. It's always been a thing. When's Dakota getting back in the ring?
Never. Never. 05? Cena started that in 05? Wow, it doesn't okay. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of you kind of don't really hear any. You kind of don't really hear anything about Dakota. Like, I can't remember. Can't remember the last time I've heard any kind of injury update or recovery update.
Yeah, Bailey. Tell him, Bailey.
Ujira says by spring or early summer she could be back.
What are you talking about, Charlotte?
Uh, Dakota.
Okay. I got you. Rhea Ripley. Oh, get jumped by Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Jumper. Nope, not going to jumper. Oh,
Dang.
oh, she about to catch that banzai.
that
Oh,
that unprotected bonsai where she just comes down full force.
now.
Just comes down full force and crushes her opponent.
Ugh. Got Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre coming up soon. Up next, actually. Is
Main
that the main
event.
event?
That is the main event.
Okay. the main events. Who you think is walking away to win tonight on this main event?
Yeah, probably Drew.
Do you think we'll see CM Punk again? What do you think?
I sort of think maybe. I sort of think like maybe.
I do too. That's why I brought it up.
Uh, I don't know. Again, like they're kind of they're kind of doing a lot to sort of make me think that it's not a. They're sort of doing a lot to make me think that it's a work. Because like you brought up before, like I think if it was a legitimate injury, I think he would just come out and say, "Yeah, I'm hurt. I'm going for surgery. Uh, I'll see y'all in a couple months." Because seemingly he can still take bumps, and he can still do moves. So that sort of makes me question how severe is the injury.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I got a feeling that we might see Punk.
It's too many commercials. I hope when Raw moves to Netflix, we don't get commercials.
I yeah, yeah, that'll be kind of interesting. It'll be kind of interesting because like Netflix doesn't typically do like live broadcasts. Like I wonder how they're gonna handle that.
Like, the only thing I would think is they're just gonna probably run more WWE shit, but I'd be fine with them just doing like promos and stuff instead of ads, unless you promoting a pay-per-view.
Yeah,
But listen, I think if they're gonna go to Netflix, I'd hope we get no ads.
I hope so.
It's just so many commercials.
So many commercials.
By the
It's
way,
like
ladies and gentlemen, quick
without all
plug
the
since you are watching Monday night KliqBait Wrestling. Like I said, this will be our new night, ladies and gentlemen. So expect more Monday night KliqBait. ELW that is proudly presenting this show. You can watch that live every Thursday night for ELW Rage Quit on the White Race channel. In fact, where's the White Race? The White Race, are you here? Are you here, the White Race? To talk to the people, let them know about ELW. Tell them to come to your channel, the White Race. Let them know, cause it's only right. You know what I'm saying? Cause he's gotta let the people know about ELW.
Mhm.
Dwight,
No
where are you, Dwight?
commercials.
ELW World Champion, where are you? He's a mysterious person. You gotta say his name a few times. Dwight Race, where are you?
Like Beetlejuice.
Come to us. He is here. Dwight Race. Please, Dwight Race, send me your link to your channel, and so people can know about ELW, Extreme Local Wrestling. Thank you, Dwight Race. I will put it in the chat for those lovely people. So join Thursday nights for KliqBait. ELW Rage Quit. KliqBait is now Monday night. KliqBait Wrestling. While you watch Raw, you can watch Monday night KliqBait Wrestling. That's where you'll see cats like the ELW World Tag Team Champions, the North American Thick Boys, Popcorn Matt, a.k.a. the Colonel, and Taco Smith. Oh, and Candy Corn Jimmy, too, so you get Candy Corn. Can't forget Candy Corn.
I like that I'm doing the finger guns.
The finger guns.
I like the finger guns. Yeah, that's like your Cadillac of hand gestures.
It's like, hey, bang bang. Hey, listen. Like I said, it's a new era for KliqBait Wrestling under the ELW banner. So, doing things a little different now. We represent the thick boys, so they are avatars. You're giving people the finger guns.
Change is good. Yeah. Like you give someone the finger gun, and that's that instantly tells them like, okay, this is a guy that I respect, but also I'm not gonna cut him in line.
All right.
You don't mess with someone that throws up a finger gun from time to time.
All right, well, the match is on. Sami Zayn coming in hot.
Oh.
I feel like the torn right tricep is probably like a sprain type. Like he probably hurt it, but not as severe. So it's like, yeah, you got to kind of sit down.
That's what I'm.
You probably got to sit it out for like for a few weeks.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because I think if the injury is as bad as what the dirt sheets were saying, like Drew McIntyre's probably not stomping on it. Like if he has to go for surgery, Drew McIntyre's probably not stomping on his arm.
Like I said, anything is just a minor thing where it's like, okay, we don't want it to get worse, so just kind of take a chill right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just kind of lay back a little bit for a few weeks, so get you ready for Mania at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean that was a little bit different. It's like it was that or have to cancel a whole match. That was literally kind of like the main event of the card. So that was
Yeah.
But it was like right after that he was gone because it was right to surgery. It wasn't like, oh, you saw me on TV the next. Nah, I was gone. Nah, I gotta go.
Yeah, like I think that, yeah, like that's the injured pec. The injured pec happened 2 days before a main event pay-per-view match. So they kind of had no choice but to acknowledge it,
And it was like the pec thing
Like
was
with
like
the
he could his arm, like your pec being injured compared to like your arms or limbs are different. Like you could still kind of do something. It's just gonna hurt
yeah.
like shit.
Hmm.
So like I said, and it just kind of added to the dramatic of the match. But like I said, right after that, he was gone. He was gone.
Yeah.
But that was just a thing of
Like
like, listen, a few days before the show, and like I said, this was a marquee main event match, Hell in a Cell. To change it on the fly would
yeah.
just literally fuck up everything.
Like I've never torn a tricep, but I've broken a lot of bones, and I broke my arm, and I don't know if it's so I can't I've never torn a tricep, so I can't compare them, but I promise that when I broke my arm, I wasn't throwing forearms at people with my broken arm. I wasn't hitting people with the clothesline the next day. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm thinking too, like the fact that he's there, he was hitting Drew with forearms with the injured arm. That just makes me think that it's probably not as bad as what they're saying. And the difference again with the Cody Rhodes thing, it was 2 days before a marquee major pay per view match. With this, like the only thing we knew about Punk was that he was gonna be in the Royal Rumble, so it could have been a thing where he could have just come out and said like, "Hey, I'm hurt, so I'm gonna be taking some time off. I'm gonna be going away." I don't think we would get all the nonsense with Drew McIntyre if they were thinking he's gonna be out for 6 months. I don't think we get all the stuff with McIntyre.
yeah,
I think I think they would just kind of be like he's gonna say he's hurt and then he's gonna do his thing. Like when remember when Batista got hurt and he had to vacate the world heavyweight title? Like
yeah,
he came out, he said he was hurt, and then he put the world heavyweight title down, and then he walked out. Like nobody came and fucked with him. Like nobody came and beat him up because he was hurt. Like that's it. The fact that we're getting this stuff with Drew makes me think that probably Punk's not going to be out for quite as long.
yeah,
I don't know. Again, I could be totally wrong. That's just that's just my opinion.
mm, but you know,
Yeah, it's just like I said. If he's hurt and he has to go, if he's hurt and he has to go for surgery, I don't think he's out here throwing forearms and getting his arm stomped on for nothing. Like with Seth stomping on the pec, like that was also like a match, like it was also like a wrestling match that Seth was trying to win. So, like they were kind of in a position where like, okay, well, yeah, Seth is going to stomp on your pec, like obviously you're in the match. That's my thought. And again, he didn't say in the promo, like he didn't say like didn't indicate anything to where he was going to be out for a considerable amount of time. Like he didn't say, I have to go get surgery. I'll see you guys in a couple months. He said he said I'm going to rehab for a bit and then I'll be in the main event of WrestleMania. He said I'm going to rehab for a bit and when I come back I'm going to main event WrestleMania.
yeah. So it makes you wonder.
Uh
Really makes you wonder.
is Is Doctor Andrews the one that he has a lawsuit against Gojira? I want, or does like he still work there? Like I wonder if that's no, cause no that cause that's I don't think that's Doctor Andrews. I think that's a different guy.
I mean, he could, yeah, he could mean next year's Mania, but you know.
He could.
But like I said, I wanna see what happens here. Cause like I said, injured people don't hang out for the Raws. They go home.
Yeah, and typically when you're hurt, you're not brawling and you're not hitting people with your injured body part. You're not getting stomped with your injured body part. Like I said, like Gunther didn't come out and start kicking the shit out of Seth's knee last week, you know?
Yeah, yeah, that didn't happen.
But yeah, yeah, he
They just had a conversation. Off topic, real quick. Have you played that Power World yet?
no, I haven't played it yet.
Bro, you gotta get on
Are
this,
you
son. I think the game's not gonna be on Game Pass forever because I think they want people to buy it. But on the real, if they do, I might have to because this game, like your son, I'm at level 20 now. Like motherfuckers be trying to raid my little camp, and I gotta get my guys out to fight. Bro, these dudes, you can catch people, son. I caught a bunch of dudes in my Pokeballs. You can turn them into slaves. They do
okay?
labor.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm. Because when you
Mm,
build a camp, right,
okay.
you have to maintain health, so you have to eat. So same goes for your Pokemon. And on top of that, you build a camp where they farm your resources so you can build shit. And what you will do is like, oh, you build a spot for them to provide rocks or stones. They'll spot for lumber. You could turn the stones into certain gems that help you build more Pokeballs. They'll do gardening to make berries for food. But then you got to keep them happy. You got to build a jacuzzi so they can have some downtime. There's a barn where they'll build for wool and shit. So like it's a whole thing, and you got to feed them. You got to build beds for them, and then every now and then either these wild Pokemon will try to raid, or a bunch of humans try to raid you, and then you fuck them up. You can catch them if you want, or you could just kill them. And some tried to raid me, and I caught a bunch of humans. And then you
That
could
sounds
turn those
insane.
humans, like you could designate jobs for certain Pokemon, because certain Pokemon do certain abilities. So one person runs a furnace to make me gold. One waters the plants, another one's watering the mill. Some are gathering, and some make wool. The humans, some have guns, so they can do security and do other work. So like you assign them jobs, and this shit is crazy, bro.
That all sounds insane.
It is insane, bro. And then like every now and then, like I said, I'll build up resources, and I go out there and I catch other Pokemon.
And it's on Game Pass?
It's on Game Pass right now, but I don't know how long it's gonna be there though. But like I'm just gonna like keep playing, and like I said, I just hit level 20. Like I got mad, like Pokemon. I just built my first crossbow, which is way more effective than the arrow. So like I'm hitting motherfuckers doing real good damage so I can catch them. I got an
Oh, you can get
incubator
it.
so I can
Okay, you
hatch eggs, because you find wild eggs out there, and I just incubate them and hatch new Pokemon to keep. Sometimes there's
It says you can get it
villages
on
that
Xbox
got
One.
dudes in them. You'll attack the dudes and rescue the Pokemon that they're holding captive, and it becomes your Pokemon. It's wild shit, bro. You can build guns and
It
harnesses
says
for certain Pokemon. You can build weapons. It's crazy, bro.
you can get it on Xbox One. I'm gonna try to download it after this. I'm gonna try to download it.
Like, it's addictive too, man. Oh, well, Drew McIntyre with the win. Like, and it's funny, like some of the Pokemon, they be going to work, and then they'll sometimes, like, this Pokemon's lazy and doesn't feel like working anymore. This one's not happy and decided to go take a nap. Yeah, because sometimes you gotta pet them and make them feel good. You gotta keep food available for them to eat. Like,
This Pokemon's lazy.
I leave a
Doesn't
little
feel like
trough
working.
for them to eat, and they'll go and they'll sit there. You'll see them say they're hungry, and they'll go run to the box and grab something out of it to eat. They'll take breaks, like they'll be doing work like cutting wood and shit, and then they'll take short breaks. They'll walk off and just be chilling, and then they'll go back to work. And then I have a bell. Like, if somebody comes to attack, I ring the bell and it tells them to focus their energy on attacking the intruders. And then when it's over, I ring it again and it tells them to go focus back to work. Like slaves, like actual slaves. Like,
Damn, you had me at this Pokemon's lazy and doesn't feel like working.
It does. They'll say that sometimes. So then you have to, like, I'll just swap them out and be like, all right, fuck you then. I need somebody that's ready to work. But it's a fun game. It's pretty, like I said, if you like Pokemon, if you like Minecraft, and that kind of like Ark survival type shit, like, you'll like this. Cause like I said, the amount of Pokemon, like, is abundance. There's, like, you just keep catching, and like the more you catch of a certain breed, like once you catch like a certain amount, every time you catch that one, you'll get just more XP and shit. And then like the other Pokemon, they get experience, they can learn new attacks, stuff like that. Because then when you're trying to battle
Is
some
it
of
the
the
one that says
because like there's certain parts of it where you'll have like a big kind of boss one to try to catch, and like it'll have a high like energy level. So the Pokemon you got, you just throw them like, yo, fight that motherfucker. And they just be out there fighting, and you be fighting with them. Like, I'll be trying to shoot them with the fucking arrows. And then every now and then I'll try to throw a Pokeball and try to catch his ass. But this is fun. Like I said, I'm probably about to jump on that shit after the show. I got to gather up more resources. I'm trying to build it. I'm trying to build, because like I said, I'm playing kind of at my own leisure. Like, there is like online on it as well, but right now I'm just kind of in my own little server, just like building resources, getting enough ammunition and Pokeballs, because it gets, like I said, I'm venturing off. There's fast travel, so anytime I see a fast travel podium, I'll hit the shit so I can just get back to base. But like, I have a harness for certain ones where I can ride certain animals and shit. And you could just build everything. Like, all the resources you gather, you just turn them into all that raw material. Like I said, I got a furnace now that makes coal and gold, which would then allow me to build like weapons and shit. Because like I said, you start just refining everything. Like, the more shit you build, it'll allow you to build more things. Like, right now I'm at the level where I can build like heavy armor. I can build heavy crossbows that do more damage. Like, there's a fire crossbow and a poison one. You know what I'm saying? Like, you build better Pokeballs for better catch rate. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole thing, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to try it. I'm gonna have to.
Like it's literal.
I'm gonna have
I
to
literally
download it
I
before
literally
it goes
consider it like
away.
Minecraft. It's Minecraft Pokemon. 'Cause like I said, you breaking down rocks, you breaking down trees, and then you can use all those raw materials to build shit. And what you're building is basically your camp. So like you could build like as long as you have like the like designated like Pokédex, like kind of like it's like a Pokédex machine. Once you plant a Pokédex somewhere, it creates a perimeter and you just build within that perimeter your camp. And it's like once you have that and you start assigning your Pokemon to do detail, they do work. But every now and then you'll have people trying to come and raid your camp. Fuck your shit up. Now, I guess the online portion of it is probably the same because, like, in the game, all the stuff I have, like the chest where I keep items, the house I built, you can lock doors. And so that way, if you was on an online server, people just can't run up in your shit and take all your stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And at the same
Yeah,
time, also at the same time, the Pokemon would probably also attack them because there's booby traps and all kinds of shit that you can create.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try to check it. I'm gonna have to get on it after this.
Yeah,
Check it out.
It's a fun game, man. It's a fun game. But I think we about
Yeah,
to call
especially
it
like
because Raw's over. But I want to thank everybody for joining us on this first like I said, this is our new night, Monday night, KliqBait Wrestling. This is where we'll be now. So we'll be enjoying Raw every Monday night, talking about the rest of the week of wrestling. And like I said, just have some fun, maybe another tier list, all that kind of good stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Smash that like, of course. Subscribe if you're not already. And tell a friend to tell a friend about Monday night KliqBait Wrestling. Any last words before we call it, Matt?
Nope. I think you summed it up pretty well.
Bet. Well, like I said,
but also do make sure to tap the notification bell, because otherwise you might not know. You might not have known if we went live on a different day, so you really gotta tap the notification bell.
Indeed. But yeah, for Matitude 22, this be your boy Smith. Y'all have yourselves a good night. We'll see y'all back here next Monday night. And make sure you always kick out. Thick Boys out.
Time has come, I'm ready to go. Venturing into the unknown. Fire's inside me, must be unleashed. People talk nonsense all the day. Shippuden, that's all they can say. I can't get no satisfaction. Woo-hoo! Challenge may have come. Woo-hoo! Fighting just begun, but there's no stopping. People spreading out my wings. Let's fly high. Woo-hoo! Concentrate my power. Woo-hoo! In the final hour, in the end, I'm gonna win. I hope you die. Don't you know I'm unstoppable? Don't even try, cause you will fall. I got a strength deep in my soul that gives me courage and control. I'll go beyond the limit break. The universe is mine to take. I have no fear. I think it's clear. Let's keep you tight high. Get all this Dragon Ball Super. We got the skill to blow Xeno rain.